right right based on attachment of alkyl or aryl group to nitrogen atom, based on attachment of alkyl or aryl group to the nitrogen atom, amines are classified into four types. Amines are classified into four types. One, primary amines. Two, secondary amine. Three, tertiary amine. Four, quaternary amine. Primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, quaternary amine. Tell me, so what is a primary amine? The amine in which nitrogen atom directly attached to only one alkyl or aryl group, right? If the nitrogen atom directly attached to one alkyl or aryl group is primary amine. If nitrogen atom directly attached to either two alkyl or two aryl, that is secondary. If the nitrogen atom directly attached to three alkyl or aryl group is tertiary, and four alkyl or aryl group is quaternary amines. Okay, so therefore write down primary amine. What is primary amine? If nitrogen atom directly attached to one alkyl or aryl group. One alkyl or aryl group is called primary amine. If nitrogen atom directly attached to two alkyl or aryl groups, called secondary amine. And if nitrogen atom directly attached to three alkyl group or aryl group is called tertiary. Four alkyl or aryl group called quaternary ammonium, not amine, quaternary ammonium salt. Quaternary ammonium salt. Okay, now how to identify the amines? It is based on the functional group. So therefore, next write functional groups of amine. What is the relation between primary, secondary, tertiary amine? If amines having same molecular formula, the relation between primary, secondary, tertiary amine is what? They are functional isomers. All the amines are functional isomers to each other. So therefore, all amines are Fi, functional isomers. Tell me, now what are the functional groups are amine? Primary amine. Come on, tell me. For a primary amine, what is the functional group? NH2. Secondary amine, NH. Tertiary amine, only N. And quaternary ammonium salt. So nitrogen has 4 bonds and positive charge. Okay, so therefore now see, to identify the primary, secondary, tertiary amine, you need to see this. If amine is NH2, it is a primary amine. If amine is a NH, secondary, N, tertiary, N plus quaternary. You need not to check carbon atom. Okay, for example, identify the amines, primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary ammonium salts. 1 CH3 CH2 NH2. So identify the type of amines. Tell me here. It is NH2, therefore it is a primary. So wherever NH2 is there, it should be primary. Next, it is also NH2, it is also primary. See, even though it is present on secondary carbon, so don't see where it is present. Okay, so whether it is NH2 or NH or N, that only decides whether primary, secondary, tertiary. So therefore it is NH2, then it is NH, it is secondary, it is N, tertiary, it is quaternary, NH2, primary, next, secondary NH, it is also NH, no, it is secondary, next, quaternary ammonium salt, it is tertiary, because only N is there, no, tertiary, next it is tertiary, N, okay. Okay, take this note. So what is the valency of nitrogen? See, if the nitrogen, valency 3, no. If the nitrogen has 3 bonds, what is its charge? Its charge is 0, that is neutral. Like ammonia, valency 3. Next, if nitrogen has only 2 bonds, its charge is -1. If nitrogen has only 1 bond, -2. If nitrogen has only, there is no bond, it is -3. Nitrite, no? Like this. Next, if nitrogen has 4 bonds, what is the charge? +1. Yes or no? So if the nitrogen has 3 bonds, you should not write any charge, that is, it is a neutral actually. valency 3. If nitrogen has only 2 bonds, -1, 1 bond, -2, 3, there is no bond, -3, nitride, then 4 bond, +1. Like similarly, oxygen. If oxygen has 2 bonds, it is neutral, like H2O, neutral. 2. If oxygen has only 1 bond, -1. 3. If oxygen has no bond, -2, -2. If oxygen has 3 bonds, +1 ತಾನೆ. Okay, so it is a degree of amines. So next write degree of unsaturation. Degree of unsaturation, which is also called DU or hydrogen deficiency index. It is also called double bond equivalent. Double bond equivalent. Okay, so this is, you might have not studied in PU level. It is there, but you won't study, because if we teach, you don't understand that. Okay, so degree of unsaturation or hydrogen deficiency index, it is also called double bond equivalent. Okay, let me take one simple example. CH2 double bond CH2, it is alkene, which is reacts with 1 mole of hydrogen. Tell me, this alkene reacts with 1 mole of hydrogen, which gives us to what? CH3, which is called alkane. It is a saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, now tell me, now to convert alkene into alkane, how many moles of hydrogen using? It is 1 mole. Therefore, its DU equal to 1. One more example. CH triple bond CH. It reacts with 2 moles of hydrogen, which gives rise to saturated hydrocarbon will be formed. Then, to convert this alkyne into alkane, here 2 moles of hydrogens are using, therefore DU equal to 2. Then define what is the DU. What is the degree of unsaturation? The number of moles of hydrogen required to convert 1 mole of compound, 1 mole of organic compound into 1 mole of organic compound into saturated, it is open, it should be open chain saturated hydrocarbon is called what? Degree of unsaturation. Okay, that means here we should not take like a number of moles of hydrogen required to convert alkene into alkane, not. Even you can take a cycloalkane, for example cyclopropane. Okay, cyclopropane also reacts with 1 mole of hydrogen, it gives rise to N-propane. Okay, cyclopropane to N-propane, it is required again 1 mole of hydrogen, its DU also equal to 1. It means degree of unsaturation is nothing but the number of moles of hydrogen required to convert 1 mole of organic compound. It may be unsaturated, it may be cyclic. 1 mole of organic compound into what? It should be open chain and saturated hydrocarbon. right? Therefore, it should be open chain and saturated hydrocarbon is called degree of unsaturation. Okay, therefore, like for example, alkene converts into alkane, du equal to 1. Alkyne converts into again alkane, du equal to 2. Cyclic compound converts into, it is open chain, du equal to 1. What do you understand by this? What do you understand by this? See, it means if the degree of unsaturation is 1, it means molecule may have either one double bond, it means either one pi bond or one cyclic ring. See, it is one cyclic ring, it's du equal to 1. It is one pi bond, du equal to 1. There are two pi bond, du equal to 2. That means degree of unsaturation is equals to either number of pi bonds or number of cyclic rings. Suppose if the degree of unsaturation is 1, molecule may have either one pi bond or one cyclic ring. If the degree of unsaturation is 2, molecule may have 2 pi bond or 2 cyclic ring or 1 pi bond, 1 cyclic ring, right? You understand? That means, so therefore here, can we write 1 pi bond equal to 1 cyclic ring? Because there is 1 pi bond, d equal to 1, 1 cyclic ring, d equal to 1, therefore 1 pi bond equal to 1 cyclic ring. Both will have same d equal to 1, right? One more example. Let us take propene. Propene plus hydrogen gives rise to propane. Tell me, what is the degree of unsaturation? It is du equal to 1. That means degree of unsaturation nothing but the number of moles of hydrogen required to convert 1 mole of organic compound. It may be unsaturated, it may be cyclic. 1 mole of organic compound into open chain saturated hydrocarbon is called degree of unsaturation. Then degree of unsaturation indicates presence of either pi bonds or presence of cyclic ring. Right? The number of moles of hydrogen required, the number of moles of hydrogen required to convert, the number of moles of hydrogen required to convert 1 mole of organic compound into, required to convert 1 mole of organic compound into open chain saturated hydrocarbon, into open chain saturated hydrocarbon called degree of unsaturation, called degree of unsaturation. Take some examples. Next point. Right, next point. Degree of unsaturation indicates, degree of unsaturation indicates presence of pi bonds. Degree of unsaturation indicates presence of pi bonds or presence of cyclic ring. presence of pi bonds or cyclic ring. Example, if du equal to 1, example, if du equal to 1, what does it mean? If du equal to 1 indicates molecule may have, if du equal to 1 indicates molecule may have one pi bond, one pi bond, nothing but double bond, no, one double bond over or one cyclic ring or one cyclic ring. If du equal to 2, if du equal to 2 indicates molecule may have how many double bonds? That 2 double bond, nothing but 2 pi bonds, no, indicates molecule may have 2 pi bonds or 2 cyclic rings or one pi bond, one cyclic ring, one pi bond and one cyclic ring. Okay. Next, calculation of degree of unsaturation. Calculation of degree of unsaturation. Right, say calculation of degree of unsaturation, there are two cases. Case 1, if the structure is given, it is very easy to calculate, right? And if the molecular formula given, we have separate formula. So therefore, right, first one, case 1, if structure of molecule is given, if the structure of the molecule is given, what is the du, or how do you calculate du, degree of unsaturation? Okay, tell me, so what is the formula to calculate du? Du equal to number of pi bonds plus number of cyclic rings, no? Okay, so take some example. If it is cyclopropane, tell me what is a du? 1, because one cyclic ring. Next, 2, cyclopropene, what is a du? So there is a one pi bond, one cyclic ring, 1 plus 1, 2. Next, 3, cyclobutane, 4, butadiene, 5, Tell me. So what is the du? 1. Here 2 na 3 na? 2 pi bonds plus 1 cyclic ring. 2 plus 1 3. Next benzene, 1 cyclic ring plus 3 pi bonds 4. Next du equal to 8. Next 1 na? C triple bond ತಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಾಂ 9. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳು ಏನು ಹಾಂ ಏನು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 1 1 2 ನೋ 2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ದಿಸ್ 2 pi bonds 4. Next so 2 rings plus 5 bonds 5 pi bonds 7. 10. Next 1 or 2 ah? 2 or 1 ah? 2. No, this is one actually ring, but in between ring no there is one like wall. It is one room. There is one wall. You can make 2 rooms, no? That's what 1 2. Yes or no? Like 1 2 3 4 5 ring. Another ring is 1 2 3 4 5. This is one ring, that is another ring. Therefore it is 2 rings are there. du equal to 2. This is one pi bond. 3 du. Next 3. So therefore the calculation of du if the structure is given. Next case 2. If formula is given, calculation of degree of unsaturation if molecular formula is given. See, if the structure is given, it is very easy because du equal to pi bond plus cyclic ring. You can calculate pi bonds, you can calculate cyclic ring, you can get it. But if the formula is given, so there is a simple formula related to this. So du is equals to degree of unsaturation equal to number of carbon plus 1 C plus 1 minus number of hydrogen plus number of halogen minus number of nitrogen divided by 2. This is the formula. So therefore where C equal to what? Number of carbon atoms, H equal to what? Number of hydrogen atoms, X equal to number of X is halogen, no? Halogen atoms, and N equal to what? Number of nitrogen atom. So molecular formula du 1 C2H2 2 C2H4 3 C3H8 4 C3 okay H8 C3H6 C6H6 C5H5N. Next C10H18. Tell me. So calculate the degree of unsaturation from the given formula. Come on, tell me. C2H2. So this is the formula, no? Du equal to, for first one, Du equal to 2 carbon atoms. C plus 1, it means 2 plus 1 minus number of hydrogen and number of halogen. Say add hydrogen halogen, subtract nitrogen, and moreover there is no halogen, there is no nitrogen, only hydrogen are there. How many hydrogen? 2 plus 0 by 2. Tell me what is Du equal to? So Du equal to 2, right? So Du equal to 2 means what? Du equal to 2 means, first is there may be a 2 pi bonds, there may be a 2 cyclic ring, there may be 1 cyclic 1 pi bond. Then tell me which is possible for this? Is it cyclic ring is possible for this? No. Therefore there is only 2 pi bond for this. This is only possible. It means from the degree of unsaturation it is possible to predict the structure. Next, second one, Du equal to 1, no? Next, C3H6. Du equal to C3H6, 0 na? C plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. 4, it is hydrogen by 2, 6 by 2, 3, 4 minus 3, 1. Du is 1, means 1 pi bond or 1 cyclic ring also. C6H6. Calculate the Du. Du is 4. That means 4 means it is benzene, no. 1 cyclic ring is there and 3 pi bonds are there. Du is 4. Next, C5N H5N. Du is nitrogen, subtract nitrogen. 4. You'll get 4. So Du is 4. When Du is 4, it is like this, like benzene only, but it is a pyridine, no? Pyridine. Next, C10H18. Du equal to 2. So like that you can calculate the degree of unsaturation. Okay, we shall continue tomorrow class.